Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to It's All Knee. It has been a minute since I gave you guys an update. It's been a minute since there's been a new video on the channel, but it's all because of the craziness of my life since December when I was officially diagnosed with colorectal cancer. If you're unaware of that, I released a video back in January talking about my cancer journey, and actually right now I'm leaving my cancer clinic where I get my immunotherapy infusions to put me into remission and declare me as cancer free. It's going well. My overall side effects are pretty mundane compared specifically to the cancer symptoms that I had all of last year basically. And you know, it just run-of-the-mill kind of stuff, a lot of headaches, muscle pain. I dealt with some nerve pain back for about 6 weeks, just really crazy, weird sensation where I felt like I had severe sunburn or severe road rash just kind of popping up like on my shoulders, on the back of my neck, on my legs. It was crazy, and it was completely out of nowhere and can only be explained as, you know, a direct side effect of my cancer treatment. However, in the midst of all of that, I also had a CT scan where we checked on the growth of the tumors or the shrinking of the tumors, just to see how my immunotherapy treatments have helped thus far. And everything is looking really good according to that. That was just over 6 weeks ago now. And by the CT scan, they couldn't even measure the size of the tumors at that point. They were just simply unmeasurable, where before I was nearly 100% blocked in my colon and would easily be able to measure that there was an anomaly in there. And at this point, they couldn't even measure, you know, if there was something in my colon. Same within the rectal tumor that I had, and that's also unmeasurable. There was also thickening of the colon and the rectal wall because of these tumors, and the walls have thinned out, which is a great thing. That's a positive thing. So lots of positives for my latest imaging, and we're hoping to continue to ride that wave as I head into scheduling further imaging here in the next 6 weeks between now and my next infusion. So in light of that, I just wanted to give you guys an update before I started to release some more videos here on my channel. I'm prepping one of the most fun videos I think I've ever done. Also, hands down, the longest video I've ever done. If I remember correctly, I believe it stands at 1 hour and 53 minutes long. And it is a fantastic and fun video. It highlights our trip back in November when the fam and I went down to Arkansas. We got a cabin and we just had an incredible time hiking. We had insane weather and also just a very unsettling experience in our cabin while we were sleeping for multiple hours. And so I say that to you to encourage you to look forward to that. I'm hoping to release that much sooner than later, but I also want to get this update video out to you guys before I release that as well, so that everything, you know, can be explained and that you guys aren't standing here wondering like what's going on, and have an idea of where we're at as we go back into more of the regular videos here on It's All Knee. Now, there was another thing that I wanted to share with you guys, another part of my cancer journey that I haven't shared with you guys here on camera, and that is the discussion of Lynch syndrome. Lynch, L-Y-N-C-H syndrome. Now, that is something that we tested for immediately upon me getting diagnosed. And what that is it's just simply a genetic testing to see if I do indeed have what is known as Lynch syndrome. Now, Lynch syndrome is simply where you're born with a missing gene, and that missing gene causes you to have a much higher risk at colorectal cancer, colon cancer specifically. Now, what that means also is that it's hereditary. Lynch syndrome is hereditary. It's passed down through the bloodline. Generalistically speaking, it's passed down from a parent to a child. So in light of that, I did receive the news that yes, I am positive for what is known as Lynch syndrome. So I do have a missing gene that was passed down to me through my bloodline, and my parents have since been tested to see if either of them had that missing gene. I wanted them to do that simply because I wanted to have more answers. I wanted to know, why I have Lynch syndrome and who I got it from. And we don't know for sure if this is going to be a clear-cut answer of like, yes, I got it from my dad. My dad passed down the missing gene to me, or my mom passed down the missing gene to me. Maybe it's further down my bloodline. We're not sure yet. We're still waiting on the results from that. But also with Lynch syndrome being present within me, this is the catalyst for my brother Seth to get tested to see if he is positive for Lynch syndrome. Because if he is positive, then what that means is he's at a higher risk for colorectal cancer. And with both of us having it, or just me, whoever has Lynch syndrome, their offspring are more likely to, or at a higher risk, I should say. They're at a higher risk of coming down with cancer as well. So what that means for myself and Cheyenne is that Dash is at a higher risk of cancer. So moving forward, as he gets older, these are things that we are going to be aware of now, and that we can help him be aware of, so that when he turns 18, if he so chooses to start testing for that, to start, getting regular colonoscopies to make sure that he's good, then he has the information needed to do so. So with that in mind, what does that mean as far as my treatment goes? Nothing different. We keep moving forward with my immunotherapy. Simply put, it just means that I'm at a higher risk for cancer, plain and simple, which means that it could mean that I would be at a higher risk of, coming out of remission and, being diagnosed with cancer again. Do I believe that that's what's going to happen? Absolutely not. When the Lord spoke to me back in December and he said, you are healed, he also confirmed to me that this is not something that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life, that this is a one and done. And I am holding on to that with every fiber of my being, and every fiber of my faith, and every fiber of my heart. And I believe that fully, that I am healed, and all in the right time, the Lord will reveal it to the world, and the world will see the miracle in which the Lord has given me in regards to my cancer diagnosis. So with that in mind, we are trucking on through. I'm feeling great physically. I'm back in the gym regularly. I'm lifting weights. I'm doing cardio. I'm eating normally. I'm sleeping normally. And I feel really good. Even in the midst of some of the symptoms that I've had recently, I can't complain. I feel really good. I've come so far by the grace of God in this cancer journey already, and it's only going to continue to be positives here on out. I refuse to fall into the trap of getting stuck in my mind, listening to the lies of the enemy that are telling me, oh, I'm not healed, these tumors are going to come back. I give no energy to any of that. I have no space in my mind. I have no space in my heart. I have no space in my faith for that. That's garbage, and I do not claim any of that. What I do claim is I claim complete and utter healing in my body to be cancer-free in Jesus' name, knowing full well that when he speaks profoundly, and he speaks with a purpose. And he spoke to me and he said, it is done, it is finished, your healing is here. And he also said, pay no mind to the schemes and the tricks of the enemy as they continue to try to convince me that I am not healed. So every time that I'm experiencing something that's less than great, I simply remind myself, or ask the Lord to remind me himself, of what he told me, and that is I am healed, and to pay no mind to the tricks and the schemes of the enemy. So moving forward, It's All Me is going to be returning back to its normal programming. Again, like I said, my upcoming Arkansas video, nearly 2 hours long, so much fun, so much great information, so much great sights and sounds and scenery and activities and things that we do. Cannot wait to show this video to you guys. And obviously we're getting ready to move into the summertime now, which means more traveling, more events, more activities, more filming, which means more videos. So in light of that, more videos are coming very soon. Thank you for your guys' continued support of this channel, but also because of my cancer journey. You guys have been incredible. You've been encouraging. You've reached out and asked how things are going, and that means so much, not just to me, but my entire family. So on that note, I just want to wrap this up, say thank you again. You guys mean the world to me. This is a dream of mine to be putting out this creative venture as I am doing, and I'm so thankful that you guys are a part of it with us. So thank you again. I look forward to seeing you very soon with better cancer news, more new videos, lots to come, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. And as always, it is all knee and no foot. And we will see you in the next one.